Alright guys, we're back. And as you can see, that right above that 67 is our first destroyer in the group, which is pretty rad. Why isn't it allowing us to merge? Can merge split fleets that are... Oh, because they're upgrading. That's alright. So once they get finished upgrading, we'll get that destroyer in the main group of our fleet. And yeah, we're going to head back out and kick some ass. We're still building a fair few of them at the moment, so destroyers that is. So it's going to take a little bit, and of course, timing-wise, it's probably not going to pair up much with our engineering research that we're doing there to help out with the cost and the time. But that's how you go with the military stuff. Okay, we have expanded to Chatted, which is really great because the mining stations are going to pay hugely. 6 more energy credits, 2 more electrical credits, and 1 alloy per month. Because our alloys are pretty low. The destroyers can be quite costly. Don't remember off the top of my head what their value is. Oh, it's 2. It's 2 per, where the Corvettes are 1 per. Okay, the surface of this asteroid is littered with metallic debris. Most of it appears to originate from a starship of many different designs. 150 days, why not? I'm feeling, oh, this is a cool looking system. I'm feeling like our general inability to expand right now is making me not so stressed about the time it takes anymore to get certain anomalies researched or just the general weapons and sciences and stuff. Because we're really... I have a feeling, which I'm not super happy about, that we are going to spend a tremendous amount of time just waiting. So I might end up cutting a bunch of footage as we just do the same thing, which is research random anomalies and wait to grow our fleet. Because if we really can't do anything, if this 10,000 plus size alien group is blocking us, so... aside from maybe try to sneak around, meaning like you can manually kind of direct the ships, but that's not a guarantee that you'll be able to get past them, but might be an option. We're receiving a weak signal from the surface of this planet. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. 55 days, let's go. And we do have a new tradition, and we get to work into another group here of tradition. So we've got diplomacy. An adoption effect would be influence costs reduced by 50% and pop growth from immigration increased by 10%. So that's something that, you know, we have the open borders right now anyway with the Earth robot guys, but I don't know if they'll be sending over anyone. It sounds like they aren't really open to that from what we've got so far. Prosperity. It's going to give us mining station output by 10%, and adopting all prosperity traditions will give our planet 1 + 1 emergent jobs per 50 pops. Harmony, food consumption, reduced by 10%, and adopting will give us stability in our plans by 5%. Expansion, colony development speed. I don't know that we want to go... Supremacy is really good for your military, but I'm wondering if we don't try out some harmony or diplomacy. We've got friends. Let's go diplomacy. Why not? Let's have a look at some of the things we can get. So trade value increased by 10%, market fee reduced by 10%, which is good. That means like we haven't really gone to it yet because we haven't needed to, but if we wanted to buy or sell some of our resources, this is obviously going to give us a bit of a barter bonus. Protection for trade routes increased by 5, great. Okay, federal naval capacity counts for twice as much, that's fantastic. And to form a federation. So I do think this is what we're going to do. Let's do it. Because if we get the form federation, that's going to allow us, and as they meet, I keep saying they, but the robos, the Earth custodianship, right? Yeah, custodianship. If they meet more people, they can invite them to our Federation, and we can really grow allies to kind of, take over the stars. And the big thing is you really want to protect against some like fanatic militarist AI that just wants to destroy everybody. Okay, so this was the asteroid they found in one of the anomalies. This asteroid was evidently used as a junkyard by someone at some point in the distant past. All manner of discarded machinery and metallic refuse has been deposited inside the asteroid's weak gravity well, being slowly pulled into the jumble of debris that now covers the surface. There is nothing of particular value to be found here, but a lot of the metal could be salvaged by mining stations. So throwing on some minerals to a place that we'll never be able to colonize. Unless we do a real dick thing like... Oh my god, I didn't notice that these connected. Oh. Okay, ancient survey marker. Small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Nolion 2. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. Miners, it was meant for evidently never arrived, and deposit's still here. Cool. Okay. I did not realize these connected for some reason. Huh. Okay, so remember we were talking about the market a minute ago? We might have to tap... Whoop. No, don't do that. We might have to tap into that. Okay, we're going to tap into it, because what I want to do here is not because F these guys, but if they expand into here, which they have to clear these guys, so I don't know that they will. We can still take this. We don't really know where this goes, but presumably this blocks them from capturing all of these stars. If we take Wezin and immediately jump and start snagging these, it at least blocks them off from all of this too. Now it's multiple choke points. Oh, that doesn't connect. Okay, I'm an idiot. I thought for a second that those two are connected in whatever. That's a bummer. Well, okay. Well, perspective issues. I guess the one thing we're going to really have to watch is this system right here. Bonus, to see if they jump in there. It would be great, again, if we can take these guys out and work our way around there. It costs a significant amount of money if you're building outside of your, so if we build here on Ustir, it would cost far less because we're only one hyperlane away from our current. But if we were to immediately jump out here, it's like a system in between that would cost a significant amount more. So
system survey concluded.
You kind of have to, it forces you to kind of slowly expand instead of just doing these massive, like you're locking people up for the sake of locking them up. However, in certain situations, it's not the worst thing to just go, yeah, we're going to eat the cost of 300 influence just to block somebody from being able to capture everything else. So you'll see now too in the upper right we have we've breached our naval capacity, which is fine because what we're going to do. Oh, I'm going to pause real quick because I noticed that this guy's just hanging out. Is there anything else to research there? I don't think so. Okay, so appraising eye. Let's see. Let's get you to work. Oh, we can't do that because he's going to get fucked by the crystalline guys. Holden? Is there any reason why we... Okay, yeah, cool. So go there. Research the project. Good deal. And then we're going to merge these guys finally. Are they still upgrading? Come on. Okay, so once they're done upgrading, which they literally just finished, that's funny. We're going to merge these guys together. Cool. So now we've got a fleet of 895. Our shipyard's done producing, for the time being, ships, destroyers, whoops. We're going to send these guys off to again hit the crystalline brotherhood, the crystalline aliens. Once we wipe them out, we can expand a little bit more, snag this, and then it's a matter of scouting and seeing what we're dealing with here. I think this is going to be, I don't know. It's going to be bad, I have a feeling. But
system survey concluded.
It's okay. We had this other ship out there. And so what I'm thinking about doing is bringing them here for the fight. So hopefully that'll allow us to do a bit more research. This toxic and lifeless world appears to have once been inhabited by a moderately advanced pre-space civilization that the ruins of their cities are still strewn across the surface. 84 days. Yeah, that's okay. What I was saying though is, I'm wondering if we can get some of this debris researched, if it'll actually help us with our larger research project of studying the crystallines, which is 44-month, takes up our society. Our society scientist will be working on that, which he's doing. Pretty important stuff. So maybe in the 36 months, we'll get him rocking on that instead of whatever the next research project is. I mean, it'd be nice to not have to fight these guys all the time, but I mean, they're hostile. What are you gonna do? And on Dolturi Prime, we actually have some unemployment, because what happened was we built our energy sector, and then we also had another pop growth. So our pop are growing really fast here right now at 1.6 multiplier, so they're at 3.49 a month. They have to get to 100. They're at 16 at the moment. But it's cool, because now we have an opportunity to build some of the cool shit here. We do have the energy grids, which I think is going to be important. I just don't know if we want to necessarily make this a full... For the time being, maybe we do make this more of a energy-focused and then a secondary of agriculturally focused. We'll build that. The problem then is that there's no... Oh, so that's good. That's good for that. And then what we'll do is we'll chuck on another energy district, because what's going to happen is building the energy grid does not provide housing, and we're at a 0 and 0. So 0 population at the moment, 0 housing, but we have one unemployed person. So the unemployed person has housing but does not have a job. So energy grid will give him a job. He goes away, we're at 0, 0. This gives us 2 more jobs and 2 more housing. Just want to have one quick peek here and figure out what the fuck's going on. So they're actually complete inverse. Their population's growing at negative 1.6 multiplier, so very, very slow, but they will be popping soon. Oops. And plenty of jobs, plenty of housing, but the amenity situation is dog shit. So what I might do is go back to just allowing the clerk jobs to be filled, instead of, I was deprioritizing them for a while because it's a really dumb thing, but it does generate amenities as we grow. So that'll be our 34th pop. At 35, we get a new marker here, so we can maybe build like a hollow feeder or something. I really do hate building them, but at the same time, we need to consider the amenity. Oh, you know what? We have the gene clinics now, so that's what we'll do. I think that generates amenities, which amenities kill me in this game. I don't know why I struggle with keeping the amenities up, but I do. Nuclear devastation. Our survey of Arik 3A has revealed that it used to be a pristine continental moon with a mild climate as little as 1,000 years ago. In stark contrast, the atmosphere today is extremely toxic. The surface is highly irradiated, and the world has long since lost the ability to support life. We have detected signs that the moon was the scene of an incredibly destructive thermonuclear war waged between factions of a relatively advanced indigenous pre-space civilization. Okay, we get to lock on to some society and some engineering research there, if whoever colonizes it wants to build those research outposts, which will not be us, because everything now is outside of our domain, unless we want to be complete assholes and just go around these guys, which I'm kind of thinking we might want to do. At first glance, this planet does not seem capable of supporting living beings. but nevertheless, we have detected life signs emanating from somewhere beneath its frozen surface. So hang on. Arc 5. Oh, so this is just in the same system that the nuclear catastrophe happened. Yeah, what do we think about just being full bastards? We can go to market, convert some food and some minerals into some alloys. We send out, what is our construction ship doing at the moment? Oh man, that's expensive. But we could cap this. We could research. I think we got to do it. I think we're doing it. You know, it's a shame, but they're leaving us no choice over here. And it looks like unless they start clearing these, their advancement is kind of screwed too. So what if we do... So if we take... Oh, you skip us. That's stupid. If we take that... to here. So we get that, Arik, and Kapux. Or at least this. Let's get to Arik. Because then they can take this, and if they want to expand out, hopefully this gives us enough, and we get a black hole. So as we research black holes, we might be able to shoot across the galaxy. Oh, we already have one here anyway, but might be able to shoot across the galaxy and start expanding on the far side or something. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a dick and try to take this. It's spending a lot of influence, which is the only thing that I'm not particularly excited about. Okay, but we're starting to engage. So let's see. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be another retreat situation, but we dwindled their numbers in one of their fleets, and they're not regenerating. So I'm not so fussed about that. Again, you know, we're gonna get a boost in energy credits. Yes, we have to buy things back and whatever, but I'm not too worried about it. Nickel and dime. Deep scans of Arik 5 have revealed a large ocean heated by hydrothermal vents beneath the ice mantle covering the surface. Science officer Plume of Ebony dispatched probes from the ISS viewing eye that drilled through several miles of thick ice and found the water below teeming with what appears to be life. We will need more resources to conduct a thorough study of the many unique life forms inhabiting the ocean. So we get a special project to mount deep sea expedition, and we also threw on another +3 to society research there, which, yeah, is up to 5 now. The thing about this, where is the research thing? It's here on Arc. Let's have a look at this. So it's a frozen world. I'm just wondering if... I'm just so interested in this system because we've found out a lot about it. And there's 2 planets that haven't even been scanned yet, and what looks like... Is this another planet or like an asteroid? Yeah, it's an asteroid. So that's going to be like a mineral or something, most likely, that we can take part of. This might be a civilization we could influence, which would be awesome. Real awesome. We'll see. All right, so before, that plume of whatever, which one is that? It's you. So yeah, you just resurvey the system and then research that project. And then you'll go off here, survey, because I want to see that. And then we'll leave it there. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, what else we got? So we almost have our unemployment situation sorted here. We've lost the speed a little bit in our growth. Oh, I thought for a second there was robot assembly happening. Our continued studies of the massive skeletal remains on Holden 2A have managed to shed some light on how the creature ended up on the moon. There are very faint residual energy readings that indicate some kind of dimensional portal existed briefly towards the rear of the skeleton. Huh. So maybe he shot out of the portal? Science Officer Feathers of Honeydew theorizes that the creature passed through this gateway from another dimension only to quickly perish in a hostile environment on Holden 2A. Why did this and where it came from? Why it did this and where it came from are questions that may never be answered. Okay, so he got 200 experience. That's awesome. Honeydew is slaying it, and we gained 150 society research, or physics research, sorry. Oh. Honeydew actually, because he did that and upgraded, he developed a new skill. Is now expertise in computers. I'm going to have a look at old Honeydew real quick. So, research speed computing. Okay, so if he were to go into a science, like a research job, he would have that. We'd want to throw him in physics probably. Speaking of research jobs, 15 months left, and we are going to have Eyes of Bronze tackle the crystalline study. And then the Gamma aliens as well is society. And we'll maybe have them do that after the xenobiology research is finished. 75 months. You know what? Actually, I think it's only 7 months. Oh, 20. Oh, no, wait, wrong one. 10 months. You know what? He's going to go ahead and do that now. Because we're going to get influence, which we need right now with our weird-ass expanding to...
Construction project concluded.
Yeah. Just what I was commenting on. Okay. Research first. Mining second. All right. And I'm going to pause time real quick. This outliner thing is killing me again. Okay. So he's done there. So let's have another look. Let's get him working towards something else here. The Great Disciples. We're still looking to find the shipyard, which I'm hoping just naturally happens. That might be something that pops up through the naturally expanding. Maybe when we get the automatic research. I don't really know what to have this guy do. Are we just sending off Praising Eye right now? Oh, you know what? Did I have him getting ready to go? Yeah, we'll send him to Chatib, so when this fight finally does end, we can send him in there to get some of the debris to hopefully help. Last thing I want to do for today is just queue up some destroyer action. Actually, you know what? Let me have a look at our fleet. What do we actually have in the fleet at the moment? So we've got 2 destroyers, and the rest are corvettes. So what we might do, so 10, 12, 14. And then we'll throw in, we're going to go to the market, and we're going to offload, we're going to sell 2,000 food, we're going to sell 1,000 minerals, and then we're going to buy, oh man, these rates are terrible. Let's see what we can get with that for now. And then we might just wait. That's not good. Yeah, we're just gonna wait a little bit. Okay. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode. We are mounting an attack on Ashwick. We're slowly expanding. We're pulling some kind of dirty tricks over there against our allies. Right before we sign off, let's actually take a look at how things are going. We're at 155. I think that's real good. I don't think we really need to do much right now with them, especially in giving them minerals and shit, or any sort of resources. So we'll leave it there for now. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to like. The likes really help the videos out and starting to get a little bit more exposure, which is pretty cool since this is just kind of like a side thing I'm doing just to something to do in downtime. My own mental health, you know, it's good to do something, learning an editing program. I'm thinking about doing a much more heavier edited series of things, kind of like the Hollow Knight video that I did, maybe around Hitman. While I play through that game, I'm thinking about getting number 3. But yeah, until then, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers.